How you doing? What's up? So I'm staying here on the Gold Coast with my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is a surgeon. He operates on people's faces when they have an accident or some disease or something like that, and they need reconstructive surgery. He helps to put them back together, amongst some other things. But it's so weird to me when he comes home from a day at work. It's like, it looks like he's walking in the door just like somebody who's just been at the office all day working on a computer, but actually he's been cutting somebody's face open with a scalpel, putting it back together, you know, adjusting some bones. To me that's just insane. And he's like, cut a little face up, fix some bones, come home. What's for dinner? Anyway, so we were at breakfast the other day, and me and him were waiting in line to order some food, and he gets a phone call, and he takes it. He was on call over the weekend, and I can hear him talking. He's talking about, I don't understand the words that he's using and stuff he's talking about, but at one point I could tell he started to get really agitated. And he said, "That is unacceptable. That should have been drained. I want it done right now." And I was like, whoa, laying down the law. And as I was digesting that little conversation, today while thinking about work and thinking about serving people, I was reading one of my clients talking about how do I follow up with somebody after I've served them in a powerful conversation, if I had it, I've really helped them in the coaching context. And he said, how do I follow up with them? And I was like, this word follow up, I know I catch words and phrases. I'm like, what is that? And so this following up with somebody always feels a little bit weird and icky. And just thinking, like, back to the situation with my brother-in-law, when he operates on somebody, when he cuts their face open and changes the structure of their face and their skull, the next day or the days after, he doesn't just follow up with them. So, just how you doing? That's not what it is. It's so much more than that. He's not just following up. He's actually continuing to serve them. He will go there and talk to them, ask them specific questions about what has happened, what are they feeling more specifically, right? But also, he'll look at the wound, look at the incision, like how is it healing? What's actually changing? How was my work done? And calling up and checking with the nurses, what's been changing, what's been happening, who's been around, what do you need? It's not just following up, it's actually continuing to serve. And the difference is subtle. And no, the difference is actually massive. But but the point is, if you think about it as following up only contains the intention to kind of touch base, to keep the connection alive. And that's not enough. That means that I've done my giving job, and now I'm just keeping the connection to make sure that it's unlikely that they'll walk away so that I get more of what I want from them. And that's not good enough. Like, if you really want to impact somebody and you really want to connect with them deeply enough where they're willing to pay for your service, then instead of following up, what if you acted like a surgeon after you've done surgery? And it wasn't just, I'm just to not keep the connection, just touching base. What if it was like, I'm going to actively re-engage with you. I'm going to go back into surgery, in a sense, and dig deep to find out what's really going on for you. Let me check the incision, how are things actually going? I'll listen to you, but let me also look for myself. Let me ask specific, if in a coaching context, let me ask specific questions about what you've done and what you haven't done, not just how you feel. I want to really know what's going on here. Care that much. Care so much that you're willing to go beyond just touching base and just connecting. We're not talking about following up here. We're talking about continuing to serve. It might look like following up because it's a phone call like that, but it's about going deeper. And it's about having the intention to continue to impact as opposed to stay connected so you can get something. That's the difference. So stop following up. Keep serving instead.